So, today we are going to talk about top 10 interview questions which normally every job aspirant has to face. So, I want to give you a quick and easy way to get started to prepare for your job interview. And of course, that begins with learning how to answer the most common interview questions. So, let's start with the most common first question, which every interview you'll get to ask. Tell me something about yourself. Now, this question has a lot of significance not only for the person who's taking the interview, but also for you. As we all know, first impression is the last impression, and it is your opportunity to create that first impression which leaves a lasting impact on the interviewer. This is typically the first question, and this is upon you to take this question for your selection. Now, try to answer this question about yourself with giving out too much or too little personal information. Tell me about yourself is a question which sets up the whole interview, and it's centered around your job application. So, describe yourself in the first sentence. The crux of the description relies upon being crisp and to the point and an attempt. An example, I'll tell you how to go about it. Hi, my name is Ravi. I'm from Dehradun. I have 5 years of working experience in marketing and business analytics. I have completed my graduation from Delhi University. In my family, my father is a businessman, my mother is a housewife, and I have 3 siblings. My hobbies are playing football and dancing. Now, this is a very simple but yet effective introduction. In this introduction, you have spoken about yourself, your experience, your qualification, your family, and your hobbies. And it didn't even take 1 minute. Now, this is what you need to do. You don't have to go on and on 5 minutes talking about yourself. No. Just tell what is required. Don't be elaborative. If someone wants to know more about something, he will ask. But you yourself, please do not make it a lengthy answer. Question number 2, which is the most common question, is what are your strengths? Now, here you need to think about the most relevant strength that is relevant to this particular job. For example, you have applied for a marketing job. So you need to identify certain strengths which relate to marketing. You cannot say that I am a very good painter and whenever I get time I do painting. So it has no relevance to your marketing job. Now, these questions will help you and the interviewer find out if you are the right person for the job. So some example of strengths which is very common and which can be used by every person in a very positive way is enthusiasm, trustworthiness, creativity, discipline, patience, respectfulness, determination, dedication. What are your weaknesses? Now, this is the third most important common question. आपकी कमजोरियां क्या हैं? Interviewers have heard that you are a perfectionist, you are good at this, that, but they want to know, is there any weakness which you want to share or you don't want to share? Now, this is something which is very tricky, and you need to answer this question as masking your strength as your weakness. For example, since I have a lot of patience, many a times I overtime my work. That means you take more time. You take more time to do the work, but you do the work patiently. You do the work calmly. So it is a strength plus as a weakness. But it's a very positive weakness, right? So this is how you can relate your strength and answer your weakness. Question number 4 is, why should we hire you? Now, this is another very important question which is definitely going to be asked from all of you if you are appearing for an interview, especially freshers. Now, it gives you a great opportunity to stand out from the crowd and really show the hiring manager how you can help the company. The keys to remember is to be specific, to show that you know something significant about the company. Most of the times when people go for an interview, they don't read about the company. Spend 30 minutes, 1 hour of your time to read about the company. Go to the website, check what is the vision, what is the mission, when was it established, who are the founding leaders, who is the present CEO, everything. Tell a success story that highlights how you have the qualities needed to fulfill their specific needs. Don't be too modest. This is your chance to shine. Make it count. On the flip side, don't go too overboard and sound too arrogant. Now, why did you leave your last job? This is also a very important question. Why did you leave your job? Now, this type of question is a trap for you. Now, many times people start talking negative about their organization in which they had worked. But that's not the way you need to answer. You should never talk negatively about your prior or current employer to a potential employer. If you left on your own, you can explain. If you have left for any other reason, be frank and explain it in the best possible manner. Right? 6th question, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Now, this is a reassurance to the employer that you're looking to make a long-term commitment with the company. You are not going to leave the company after 6 months or 3 months. That's what this question will answer. So whenever you answer this question, have long-term perspective of staying in the company, in the organization. How much are you expecting for the salary? Now, this is a very common question which is definitely, again, a trap for you. But you can get out of this by just going by the norms of the company, the organization, and telling them that you are comfortable with anything which the company offers as far as your experience is concerned and your education qualification is concerned. And after you get the salary disclosed from the HR, you can probably negotiate further on that. But to tell the salary on the first hand is not the right thing to do. How do you handle stress and pressure? Now, we all know that we are working in corporate world and there are a lot of pressure, there are a lot of tasks, there are a lot of timelines, targets which you need to achieve, and a person who is not able to handle stress and pressure will definitely not perform well, and no company would like to hire a person who gets under stress. Now, you need to answer this question very effectively, that you're a fun-loving person, you normally don't get in stress, you take the work positively. Now, what is your greatest accomplishment? Now, this is something which you can relate as a positive outcome of your previous experience, or anything which you have done in the past which has resulted in the benefit of increasing the efficiency of the company, by bringing in more productivity, anything which has improved the system, you can talk about it. Do you have any questions to ask me? Yeah, many of the people normally don't ask any question from the interviewer and say that's okay, sir, thank you very much. But that's not a good advice. You should, in fact, ask questions and tell everyone that, tell the interviewer that you have something to ask, such as you can ask about the company job profile, you can ask about the company's growth prospects, or you can talk about anything related to company. Ask 1 or 2 questions. That gives a positive message to the interviewer that you are really interested in this job and you have studied well, you have done the research, you really want this job desperately. So this shows the seriousness. This shows that how aware you are, how much time you are ready to invest, and you are ready to have a long-term career in this organization. And in this respect, this is very, very important to have this conversation. So thank you for this video. Have a great day. Bye bye.